All right, well, it's official. Green Party candidate Jill Stein has filed for a recount of the presidential vote here in the state of Michigan.
Exactly. It's the first time it's ever happened in our state. A request filed this afternoon in Lansing. Donald Trump won the state, but of course by a very narrow margin. In fact, let's look at those numbers. 10,704 votes separating the two, the president-elect and Hillary Clinton. And now the state will see if that number holds up. Guy Gordon live from Lansing. But Guy, we talked about this yesterday, the enormity of counting all the votes in such a short period of time.
4.8 million by hand, 83 county clerks in charge of 83 different recounts, and in most cases, they only have 11 days to do it, where previous recounts have taken 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, it is a tall order. The Green Party today offering no hard evidence, but saying they have what they call indicators. In the meantime, they are targeting only states where Donald Trump, they were tipping point states, but they still insist, in spite of that, that this isn't about overturning the election, that it's about restoring integrity to the process.
We filed.
Stein claims in her petition she was, quote, aggrieved on account of fraud or mistake in the canvass of votes. The mistake? 75,000 so-called undervotes, ballots where optical scan machines recorded no vote for president. She claims they may have missed them.
That's nearly double the number that it was in 2012. And it raises real and legitimate concerns about this election.
This U of M cybersecurity expert says optical scan machines like Michigan's have been hacked before in research. But what's the likelihood this will be a game changer?
You know, I think we're going to find anomalies. Whether those anomalies are enough to change the result, I think probably not.
Michigan Republicans in the Trump campaign call it an outrage and are reviewing the recount petition and considering grounds for formal objection.
A machine count does make more sense. It is actually more accurate. A hand count leaves more room for human error, and a hand count will take significantly longer.
The Secretary of State says the actual cost could be 5 times higher than the nearly $1 million posted by the Stein campaign this afternoon. She's cautiously hopeful that they can meet that December 13th deadline.
It's going to take everyone rowing the boat together to try to get this done. It will be very difficult. It is a time crunch.
Now, we asked the Stein campaign if it's fair to stick Michigan taxpayers with a $4 million bill for this recount. They seemed to leave the door open to paying those overcharges. When I talked to Jill Stein by phone earlier this morning, she said no, just the statutory max. We also asked if this will be fair and honest. Both sides say yes. They think and are confident that this will be a fair recount, though the Republicans say they don't believe that it's fair to taxpayers. We're live from Lansing. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4. Kimberly and Devin, back to you.
Well, Guy, take us to the timeline now. We kind of waited for this announcement, and then the meter starts running here pretty quickly.
Well, it really depends upon the Donald Trump campaign at this point. If they file an objection, that could push things back for a few days.
Yep.
If they don't, the counting gets started bright and early Friday morning in Oakland and Kent County over in Grand Rapids. At 9:30, there will be a canvassers meeting to handle any objection if there is one. Counting won't start in Wayne and Macomb until Saturday morning. And then it is day, all night, through the weekends until they get this done, and it will be tough.
Pretty extraordinary times. All right, Guy.